Marching Tigers are strong, they're independent, they are just really good people.
I love marching band because it's a place where everybody can be themselves. No one judges you for one thing or another. It's all just a big family.
The Fisher's Tiger Band means home to me. This is a place where I've been for 4 years, and there's always someone that's there for me, or I'm there for them. It's a family.
Over the course of my high school career, I've come to realize what marching band is really about and how it is a team at the end of the day.
Band camp is honestly my favorite part of the year, even though it's definitely the hardest. It's one of the happiest times of my summer. I wouldn't want to spend it anywhere else.
Very long days and you're out in the sun, and it's one of the hardest parts, like probably the hardest part of the season.
There's a lot of time put into it, lots of hours and days of work.
I remember my freshman year, I wanted to quit the second day, but I was like, let me just give this a chance.
We have all of these like inside jokes that come from band camp, and like dinners and lunches, and just everyone messing around is so fun.
We learn how to march, we learn the music and the drill, and we coordinate.
There's never been a moment at band camp in which I haven't been happy.
Keep your core stiff. Keep it relaxed but solid. Now start building. Energy. Air. Push. Good. We want to make sure that from a fusion standpoint, we are taking the drill and music and making sure that it is cohesive, that it is effective, that what you're watching is what you're hearing, and what you're hearing is what you're watching. We're looking for that audio-visual cohesiveness. The other thing we're trying to do is to try to make sure that from player to player and segment to segment, we're matching our crescendo and our power moments. Season's gone very well so far. I'm very proud of the students' work ethic. They have an incredible focus, and for this early in the season, it's giving us an indication of, if they continue this focus, that they should be able to have a very, very good program by the end of the season. We love working here at Fishers High School. The culture, the community, booster organization, administration, it's just a true blessing.
Football games are fun because it's like a whole Friday night where you just get to spend time with all of your friends, and just like everybody's energy is just so high. Like, we've worked so hard over the past week that everybody just like lets everything out at a football game, and everybody just like goes crazy.
Like in practice or competitions, we're kind of more in a serious mood, and here it's still serious. They still want us to be involved with the game and whatnot, but it's just we can have fun, just kind of like hang out.
The atmosphere of these football games is really happy, and performing the show is really fun. We get the chance to do that before we have to go to competitions.
It's just such a positive environment, and there's a lot of good people that I enjoy spending my time with, and we all are together doing the things that we love.
I love the family that we have and just the exhilaration we get on the turf outside.
Ladies and gentlemen, here are your football winners.
We gotta yell! Woo! First down, first down, first down.
Always try to play in between everything we can. Try to make it like a college experience. The whole community's here, cheering on the Tigers. The kids definitely psych themselves up. Look at them. They're crazy.
You know, there's a big crowd every week, and the student section's awesome, and they're into it. Playing every first down like a college game. Just like that, yeah.
I love what we do with this band because we bring so much energy to the football games. We try to keep it a little hush when we're on offense to give our team time to think. But when we're on defense, like right now, we're just screaming. We're trying to make it hard for them.
We play the field show on Friday nights to showcase what the kids are working on throughout the week. Well, we take every performance seriously. There's no difference between a football game performance or a competition performance. It's the same, and that is that we try to be as focused as we can.
Play the chord again. 1 and 2 and 3. Prop managers, go to your props. Everybody else line up.
Probably have at least 40 to 60 parents help at every football game, whether it's equipment, people who help serve food, people who prepare food, people who clean up food, people who, we have a uniform crew that always assists, so we have a uniform mom and 6 other moms that help out at every game, so it's an army and we couldn't do it without them.
The directors are pushing us really hard this season.
I think we've worked super hard, and like all the work that we put in, it definitely shows. Everybody has said like we're so much farther than we have been in past seasons.
I felt like this year there was a lot more focus. There's a lot more really just unbelievable drive this year.
It's been super fun to watch everyone grow and get older and mature and just improve at their instruments and their marching technique.
The rain is keeping us inside, which is a bummer. We're not able to get outside and apply some of the things we're doing in here on the field. So we have to be patient and wait for another day to do that. But it's good to stay inside and to get all the details really pushed into them while we're kind of standing still before we have to apply it on the move.
It's raining, and we still rehearse in the rain. Because because it's fun.
The nice thing about this at this point of the season is because we spend a lot of time on technique, the kids know what to expect. So when they step out onto the field, they can learn the drill a lot more efficiently and they can manage their own house. The other thing that we do is we have our drill writer send us an animation video that allows the students to see their actual movement as they go on the screen. We just play it in the band room, they watch their animation.
I love the positive attitudes, and I love the sound in the room right now. After 8 hours of camp day or however long it's been, you guys are still locked in. You're engaged, you're attentive, everybody's like on the same page.
It's one of the most gorgeous things in the world that I've ever heard from a marching band, and I'm not making that up. It is so unbelievably great. Kudos to you four. Kudos to probably one of the most emotionally sensitively driven front ensembles. Battery, the understanding of nuances in terms of heights, great. The balance and blend that's happening out here that we're getting stronger at, just emotionally, it's a tearjerker, and it's awesome to listen to you guys. So keep up the good work.
We gotta keep up with the speed of the opener, and then we gotta take a pause, and then keep up with the finesse, the technique, the consistency in part two. You're gonna march as great as you can, as long as you can. Set to set, step to step, show to show. Step. Let's get it. Nice direction change, Baritone. Let's keep driving, keep going.
I think right now our season's going pretty well. We've been able to get our first two movements on the field, and right now we're working on just trying to make our timing cohesive from section to section.
Sometimes in rehearsal it's really easy to see the end goal of like going to finals. Like if we're all pushing and we're all like working really hard, then it's really easy to like see how we could get there and to get really excited about that. But on those days where it's long and it's hot, then it's hard to see that end goal because people really are just trying to like make it to the next water break or something.
This activity is called the Sport of the Arts. I really think the end of this rehearsal is really good. Yeah, we're all hot, sweaty, and stinky, and we're tired, and it probably could have been better if it was like 72 and not burning sun down on us. You can either lead or you can follow. I want you to lead this week. You have to lead yourself. You have to lead those around you. Literally, 1 week from today, we're actually boarding a bus in 9 minutes to get ready to go to Avon.
This is an opportunity for the students to finally showcase the hard work that they've been putting in since June. It's neat to see a little bit of anticipation and anxiety on their face, but I think we're going to do just fine. Even though we are all individuals and we're all different in terms of our character and everything that we endure through life, tonight is about the team. Tonight is about them. Tonight is about overcoming all those challenges and working together, having a fun, positive experience. And at the end of the night, that's all we ask for. Let's do this. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on, get
Congratulations to the Fishers High School.
I was definitely a little bit nervous about it because it was like my first time like being in front of so many people and being like judged on the field.
It was such a take back that already at the start of the season, we won our first competition. That don't think that has ever happened before. And it just, from that point on, it gave this sense of confidence in the whole band.
The beginning of the season feels like you're just going to practice, and because there's no competitions, you don't feel like there's any use of practicing. So it's until you get to that first competition that you come to notice that, oh, this is what this is for.
There's nothing like high school marching band because the level of physical, mental awareness that it takes to do all these things at once. And you're such a part of a huge team as well. This team, is 260 people, and for it to function well, you got to get out of your comfort zone. We took out the metronome just a couple days ago, which, depending on where the kids stand on the field, is we have such a big band. They kind of put their whole show on top of that little metronome, and now we're taking it out. So maybe if the melody's here in the front corner and we've got kids in the back corner, they want to listen to it melodically, but if they do, they'll be late and slow. So just kind of reminding each kid at each specific set. 1, 2, 3. Hop, pop, hop, pop, hop, pop. Good, Sam. Obviously, the goal is for everyone to look and move the exact same way. So a lot of times, I get kids out of their comfort zone. 1, push, step, and 1. Groove with the music, watch your drum major, be in the pocket, Left and right and left and right and left. That's already better. Here we go, up, squeeze, push, step. Be a little bit taller, clarinets. 1, 2, 3, 4. Left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left and left and stab and close. Listen to the battery. Be clean on this. Up, lock, push, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Left and right and close.
This is October 6th. Literally 35 days from today, your season is done. But 35 days, we're done. I said this once, I'm gonna say it again. Nobody cares if they did work in your house. Nobody cares about your product. But what makes you who you are is the journey that you went through to get there.
Okay, you worked really hard today, and at the end of the day, you measure success by just getting better every day, that you progress, that you made something better. And I think you guys are doing such an outstanding job. Today was such a great day. Yesterday was such a great day.
Hit, pull, 3. Hit, squeeze, pull, hit, 2, hit, 3. Hit.
I think my favorite part about being in Fisher's Guard is the family that we've created. Being around all these people that share a common interest with me has really caused me to grow as a person. There's no judgment between people in Guard. We all understand what the other people are going through. We know when to give them distance or when to support them the most if they need it.
The girls this year and every year, they're always super eager to learn. We like to throw a lot of hard skills at them just because they're so eager and we just want to throw it at them. Color Guard, I know me personally, it's taught me a lot of things that I see in them as well. It teaches them to be on time to things, not late. Time management teaches them to work hard, to not ask questions all the time, just to kind of figure things out on their own. And 4, 5, 4, 5, 6, 7, open 2, 3, grab. Yeah, and I'm facing the end zone. I'm on my right foot.
The hardest thing for me is to get all the choreography down and have my hands in the right place and continue with my feet in time with the band. At first, it's a little nerve-wracking getting everyone connected to each other and finding the right rhythm.
When they get to Grand Nationals, they're able to reflect on the season. They're going to look back to June, July, and August and say, that was the hardest part of the season. I can't believe I made it through that part. But now that I'm here, it's so worth it.
1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, reach. 3, 5, 7,
I think you learn so much more than spinning your flag here. It's like how to work as a team, how to work with different kinds of people. Like in the world, you'll always encounter different types of people, but you can always learn how to respect people's differences and respect that people are different than you while still working together for a greater goal.
Our percussion book this year, we requested to be a little more challenging. We requested that it be arranged in such a way to really challenge our older members and give our younger members an opportunity to improve really quickly, which we've been able to do.
There's several parts where we will illuminate the melody, especially in movement 2. There's going to be a front feature that we utilize for our show.
And these kids they're rocking it this year, and they're playing really well. So they're all excited for how the season's going to be, and I'm excited to see where they will be by the time we get to Grand Nationals.
I think that we have a lot of potential with this group, and as long as we can continue to keep on the track that we're going to end very successfully.
This season has been pretty great. Being new on the snare line has been really fun, and all the people are super nice.
To be around all these upperclassmen and like not having a whole bunch of freshmen on the line, it's kind of like, it's really cool.
Yeah, guys, rhythm's sounding really good. Just make sure we're still balancing together, right? Use your ears, use your eyes, play the same height, same sound as the person next to you.
High point for the season so far was probably placing 7th at Super Regionals.
We put a lot of time and effort and energy into making it work for the students, and that's what we have fun doing as band dads and band moms, volunteering our time, our effort, our talents.
Put on our closer last week for ISMA Regionals, had a great showing, and we're excited to bring it out to Bands of America tonight. And it is just such a neat celebration to come alongside other bands, other directors, other parent support groups, and all celebrate the hard work of these students and staff.
I'm very excited to play here just because I like the environment a lot. I get butterflies every time I play here, and I don't know why, but I do.
It's inside, man. It's really fun. No wind to deal with.
Don't sell yourself short. Don't sell all the time that you spent this season, and don't waste it.
Excellence!
Nothing without excellence. You hear me?
Yes!
Okay, you guys ready?
Yes!
One, two, and three, 4, 5, and 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1.
Hey guys, you pretty hyped? Yeah! There it is. At a competition, you feel this adrenaline, you have this rush, you walk out to the field and you just feel either scared, nervous, or just pumped up and ready to go. And then it's just all about channeling that energy. The key is making sure that you breathe and making sure that you're completely focused, making sure that you're thinking ahead. Don't do anything different just because we're at a show.
You guys are going to be awesome. Proud of you. Kill it. Leave it all out there, friends.
Walking onto the field of Lucas Oil Stadium, especially for the first time, is insane. You look up and there are thousands of people sitting in the stands in front of you, and it's way taller than you ever thought it was going to be, and it echoes and you just don't know what to do. But then you have to go back into your mindset of, okay, I have to perform my show, and then you just do what you need to do.
The Fishers High School.
It is the most incredible thing watching the kids smile, watching my daughter just want to be here, watching her just be full of energy, even at the end of a long day, to tell all the stories.
Can't say enough about how hard they've been working recently, and just the way they've been rehearsing has improved a ton. Just very grateful to teach the kids that we have.
Go in there as one of the best bands in the country, yes? Yes! Be excellent. I can tell that you're excited. Stay awake, stay alert.
It was an excellent run. I thought they did well under pressure tonight.
I think they have seen when they do work hard and when it pays off for them that there's a correlation there. And we just want to keep drilling that into them, that they can achieve whatever they want to, as long as they work the right way to get there.
In 7th place, with a score of 83.75, the Fishers High School Marching Band.
Without everyone working hard and being determined to do as much as we could, we wouldn't have placed 7th. We wouldn't have gotten where we did.
Typically in rehearsal, I just try to go in with the mindset of, okay, what can get better? Sometimes it's really hot and sometimes it's really long, or sometimes it's freezing and it's awful. But I just keep trying to push.
It can be frustrating at times, like if you're learning new drill and you can't get that dot, or if you're learning new body and you just can't do everything, it can be frustrating at times.
When it's a tough rehearsal, I can always just rely on my section to sort of lift the mood and then reminds each other of the goal that we have, and it just lifts the whole mood and makes the rehearsal seem not as long or not as hard. We only have one shot. We have one moment in time where we can show our best. And if we don't perform with the confidence of an offensive player, if we don't go after it, if we don't kick the door down, we're not going to get a score that we deserve.
I'm looking for woodwind straight lines here. I'm looking for initiation of feet and time with the brass. I'm looking for horn angles to be straight to the box. I'm looking for more form connection, nose on spine with the wood line, with the woodwinds. Timing from the bass drum to the brass.
Yeah.
Bring it. Big power here. Hear that?
Air.
Another big power, more. That's good.
Even bigger.
Big breath. No air, no gaps. Here, finishing strong to the end. That's good.
Wild it's about the struggles in life.
Wild is basically kind of just what it means to be a member of this school, to be a Tiger. It's, while yes, it has the jungle elements, like we got Tiger stuff in it, but really what it is overcoming adversity.
It could be any average person struggling with something and feeling like they can't express themselves, and being able to come out of their cage metaphorically and be themselves.
Being in high school, you have dangers with you all the time. There's failing grades, wondering if you can get into college, friends, relationships, and it really speaks to me that we can have a show that shows how we feel in day-to-day life.
It can apply to anybody really, because there are a lot of people that are hiding something in their personal lives that they don't want to tell anybody else and feel like a caged tiger.
I have so many great friends now that I've made through marching band.
I've made a lot of other friends in marching band.
There's just a sense of assurance and comfort every time I come to practice.
You understand all the positive sides and all the negative sides, and you help each other through the season, and you just grow together.
I've grown up here. The people here have shaped who I am.
I see it as such a significant part of my life that it can almost define my high school life, my trampoline or cushion that kept me from hitting the bottom, and it just sprang me back up. And it was the people in my section, the people in the band, the directors themselves that were just always there. If I needed to get something off my chest, my section was the first place I'd go.
Marching band.
We love it when Mr. Kohler says, "I'm not mad." It's just hilarious because the visible frustration, the purple veins, and him screaming down from the top of the band tower and taking off his mic, and he says, "It's not working anymore."
For me, it's what are you doing, that type of thing. One of the saxophones, funny enough, we have a group chat, and he made his contact name, like his contact info, just what are you doing? That is his name in the group chat.
Get water. Go. Gush and go. Hydrate and migrate. He says so many ways.
Hey, some of us look like, and I don't mean this in a very negative way, I just mean it to be in a funny way. Funny, haha. Some of us look like we're walking through the mall, like we're power walking to get to Abercrombie and Fitch. We don't look like we're marching, we just look like we're like, gotta get my shirt. You know what I mean? So let's do that again. Let's make sure we're using the correct style, please.
Well, directors make a lot of funny quotes a lot of the time, or a lot of funny sayings. So one of them is that was as useless as a screen door to submarine.
Smooth, Basham, smooth. Like butter on warm toast.
I would write quotes that either Kohler or McCready would say in my music. So my binder is filled with just quotes of stuff they've said, like, grow a pair of lungs.
Big does not mean long and wet and sloppy, okay? It needs to be tight, contained, and full. Again?
Mr. Kohler kind of has two moods. He's either serious and ready to go and ready to push and work, or he comes in and he's like silly and he just wants to joke around.
Achoo! Sorry, muscle spasm. Here we go.
I know the freshmen in my section were like, I don't know if he's being serious or not.
I would just say that Mr. Kohler is really a great teacher for all of us, and he makes us laugh, and he also pushes us when we need to kind of snap out of it.
At state finals, we placed 4th, and I remember it was so cold that day. We performed right at 9 o'clock, so we were pretty close to the end, and we had a great run.
State finals is just another chance to have my best performance to end my season.
In 4th place, Fishers High School.
Grand Nationals was a lot of fun, and it was also very stressful because we all knew that we could make finals. We all knew that that was a possibility.
Bands from all over the country are here. It's not just the typical ones that we see all the time. Just a lot of new and some really, really big names that we're all excited to see and compete against. It's really fun to be here.
We were going to Lucas Oil already with the idea that we were going to make semifinals. So it's like, yeah, we're going to prove why we already have semifinals in the bag.
Between prelims and semifinals, it's kind of stressful.
And we performed our best run of the whole season. Unfortunately, it was at 9 o'clock in the morning, so the judges were still asleep. But I'm pretty sure we woke them up.
And it was so rewarding, and I just could not stop smiling through the entire show because I was so proud of them.
I was a really, really great run. Really super proud of the kids. It's 9 o'clock in the morning and they performed with way more energy than they did last night. So regardless of the results, super proud of them. Go Tigers.
We came back and then it was just a day of relaxing and having fun, sit back. Secret Buddy was passed out, we watched flow marching, and then we had our little dinner, lunch, whatever, and the flow marching on the screen came up that it was time to announce awards. And we all just kind of dropped what we were doing when we held hands. And as the announcer said the bands, we were counting off on our fingers all the way up to 12.
And the 12th Grand National finalist is the Jacket Size for Marching Band of Dallas, Oklahoma.
After that, we all kind of had a big crying party. And the whole band was just filled with people crying. And they weren't, I think at first they were tears of sadness because we didn't make finals. And then afterwards were not tears of sadness because we didn't make finals, but tears because we all realized that that was our last competition together. And then the drumline came in and played a cadence for the last time. It was the cadence we had our dance to, so people started doing the dance.
We were really proud of all the progress we had made from July to now and how much better the show had gotten and how good of friends we had all become. We really became a family and we celebrated that at the very end.
Marching band just inspires this sort of really deep love.
When you're in marching band, you spend like 12-hour days together and you're all on the field, so you get inside jokes with your section. You see them at their worst, you see them at their best, and it's a connection like none other.
My friends that aren't a marching band, they really do think that I'm crazy because they can't imagine putting in so much time and so much work for something that doesn't even last all year round. They think I'm honestly crazy to be doing this.
Seeing a freshman come in on the first day of band camp and not being very strong, and they're getting a lot of comments thrown at them, and staff is just trying to help them. To see them progress through the season and get to the end of the season and be a good marcher who is just knocking out of the park, is playing all their music well, marching their show extremely well, it's so satisfying to watch.
The Fishers Marching Band has, joining it has been the best decision of my life.
I don't really know what I would do if I wasn't in marching band, especially this ensemble. I love the people, and I just can't imagine myself without marching band.